Check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4. Yo, what up? What up? What up? You see what happens when you schedule a live out? You know, things change. Stuff comes out later. You know what I'm saying? JJ3 was the hottest thing out, the hottest thing smoking, and now he's like yesterday's news. He's like yesterday's news now. He was the hottest thing smoking yesterday, and I had stuff to do, and now he's yesterday's news. This is what happens. You hear me, Scott? You hear me, Scott? Now he's yesterday's news. This is what happens when you schedule something out. I shouldn't have scheduled nothing. I should have just went live, because I try to give people, the benefit of the doubt that I'm going live, but doesn't even matter. That's right. I'm in my feelings right now. What up, Brandy, Slightly Liquid, Catherine, Stephanie, Michael, Laura in the building, AAA, Woe Tim's, Scott from Florida, and I Slightly Liquid. I think I got everybody. In the building. JJ3 was the hot topic. He's released like a bucket of hot wings on hungry people. I don't even know what that means. Does that mean anything? I don't know, but I just said it. He's not released yet, but he's about to be released. But that's yesterday's news. Let's get in today's news, and we'll go backwards. We'll go from today's news to yesterday's news. That's what we're going to do. So you're telling me that what are you telling me? How's everybody doing? First of all, hit the thumbs up as you come in. The people that came in, they got the notifications on. Hit the thumbs up. Just hit it. Just hit the thumbs up when you come in. Appreciate you Patreon members who are here, member familia who are here, and then people who subscribe who are just here. Thank you very much. So you're telling me that Deshaun Watson's contract could be restructured. I don't know if it's going to happen. That's just what I heard. That's just the rumor that's flying around. It came straight from Andrew A.B. Barry's mouth himself. It could be. Doesn't mean that it will, but it could be. It's floating in the atmosphere. So the thought was just put out there. So when you put something out there, it means it could happen. It could. It might. It may be. Might happen. Will it happen? And I quote, it could be on the table, but there's a lot of flexibility in terms of what we can do, Barry said, of the possibility of restructuring Watson's contract of the fully guaranteed 5-year, $230 million. $46 million base salary, which he'll collect this year. Interesting. Is what I say to that. Garrett and Carter are going to go on dry. Oh, here we go. You know what, Brandy? You know what? I'm not even going to deal with your petty today. I had a lot of petty going on today. I'm never going to deal with your petty today. How are you doing? Alan Lazard should join the Browns. Alan Lazard should join the Browns. Restructure? How are you feeling? Will he get restructured is the question. Will he? Maybe. Might. Get talent now? Alan Lazard? How much would Alan Lazard cost? Alan Lazard? Is he available? The availability? Deshaun Watson? All of this, he's going to cost us so much. Will it get restructured? That's the question. Will it happen? Will they restructure Deshaun Watson's contract? Right now, it's all speculation, but Andrew Berry is putting it out there, so it is something to think about. You don't just say things just to say it. That's all I'm going to say. If you put things out in the atmosphere, evidently it's on your mind. So it's something to think about. Things that make you go, He left the Packers. That's all I know. So he is officially available. Allen Lazard. That's how I say his name. I don't know how y'all say his name. Rodgers' stupid contract. That could be Watson's stupid contract if void years are added. What do you have against Aaron Rodgers? What did Aaron Rodgers do to you to call his contract stupid? What did he do to you, Brandy? What did Aaron Rodgers do to you? He's minding his own business. He came out of the dark tunnel, and now he's in the light. What did he do to you? He was minding his own business to be called stupid. What did Aaron Rodgers do to you? He's probably somewhere minding his business, eating a turkey sandwich. He didn't do anything to you. Nothing. Aaron Rodgers minding his business. Speaking of contracts, we're going to move on to what I was going to talk about yesterday. Big bright and early. Not bright and early, but, around this time. JJ3. Now, I've seen a lot of things on Twitter, and this is where I'm confused at. This is where I'm confused. And you know what? I gotta start taking pictures and snapshots because a lot of people didn't like this man. A lot of people did not like this man. They were saying he don't tackle. They were saying he doesn't give effort. They were saying he sloughs around and all this stuff. But now that he's going to be released, everybody's crying and whining. And I'm just confused. I don't understand. Somebody help me. Now everybody is whining and complaining now that the Browns are going to release him. Somebody talk some sense into. I don't understand it. Everybody was whining about his effort, whining about him being lost. I know he's out of position. I get all that, but people were whining last year. I got to start taking pictures. I got to start taking snapshots of Twitter and posting it all over the place. And now that JJ3 is being released, they love him again. Somebody help me. Make it make sense. Somebody make it make sense because people were complaining last year. Am I the only one that remembers this? People were complaining almost after every game. They were doing their all 22 film and they would take their mouse and they would click it. They would click their all 22 film and say, look at him trotting as he let that touchdown go by. Am I the only one that remembers this stuff? And now everybody's panicking. Now everybody's how could they let him go? I just somebody connect the dots for me. What's going on? The Browns are going to release him unless they can get a trade partner, which I don't think that's what you're supposed to do though. This is the only thing I don't agree with it. Don't tell somebody you're going to release them unless you get a trade partner. Nobody's going to trade with you. They're just going to let them go. They're not going to give you anything now. That's the only thing I don't agree with. Don't tell me you're going to release him unless you go to trade partner. Why would I trade with you? I'm just going to let him go. And then I can pay what I want. I can just do what I want with them if I want them. I don't have to give up anything. That's the part I didn't like. Don't tell us you're going to get rid of them unless you get a trade partner. Keep that on the hush hush. Try to get something. A pick. A helmet sticker. Get something. Nobody's going to trade with you now if you're just going to let it out there, unless we get something, we're just going to let them go. That's the only thing I didn't agree with as far as that goes. But I can't be the only one let me see if anybody in the comments remember that. Let me see. What am I missing here? Our window is small. We need talent. Packers got a horrible deal with their contract is all I'm saying. Lamar Jackson to the Browns. Lynn really wants Lamar Jackson to come to Cleveland. How would that work, Lynn? Let me know how that would work. Watson and Lamar Jackson. How would that work? Let me know, Lynn. She really likes Lamar Jackson. I don't like Rodgers. They're right. No tears here. So Scott's not crying. Scott's like, good. Be gone. Get out of here, JJ3. I'm indifferent. I'm not saying I'm glad he's gone. The uproar is amazing to me because I swear people just have amnesia of really getting on him last year. Too much money for what he gave. I remember, okay, who takes his place that would perform better in free agency? That's on the next slide, Brandy. It's on the next slide. I don't know if he's going to be better, but I know who they're going after on the next slide. The next slide. It's coming right up. Sign Adrian Amos. That's not it. That's not on the next slide. Try again. Browns need to release one or two of these LBs. Who are you releasing? I agree, Brandy. It's not Adrian Amos who's on the next slide. I'm telling you that right now. Try again. AAA, remember, so I'm not having amnesia. Okay. Good. I'm not the only one. Scott said, not Scott, who said they had no, yeah, Scott said, I ain't got no tears. Listen, you could just go. You could just go somewhere. I'm not saying I want him released. If the Browns have a better option, which we're about to say who it is, who they're going after, and then you guys can say if he's a better option or not. But I just want people to keep the same energy that they had during the season when the Browns decided to let somebody go. And now we're going to play victim. Like, oh, how could we do this? I love him. And then you have the crying emoji. Oh, I loved him. But all right, we're going to talk about his maybe replacement. Maybe. Who the Browns could be looking at. They're staying in the division. I will give you that hint if you didn't know. If you didn't know. Jesse Bates III. What is up with this the third stuff? What is up with this the third stuff? Jesse Bates III is who the Browns may be going at to replace John Johnson. What is this? What is this the third stuff? What's up with the third? All these thirds. Jesse Bates III. John Johnson III. Just replace him with the third. Give me a third. The third. That donation is old. Let me remove that. That's old. Let's get it back. All right. The third. Jesse Bates III from the Bengals. That's who they're going after. You don't know who that is, Scott? Scott, I even know who that is. Scott, you should be ashamed of yourself. If I know somebody you don't know, I'm going to need you to go Google quickly. That really rarely happens when I know somebody that somebody in the chat doesn't know. That's bad news. That's bad news for you, Scott. Bad news for you. Go get some water. He's a very good cover safety, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know who Jesse Bates III is, that is no scrub. That is no scrub. Okay? No scrub. No scrub. Okay? That is no scrub. If I know somebody you don't know, I'm going to need you to go to Google, okay? My guy, Scott. RG3, what up, Michael? You want RG3 to play safety? Listen, hey. That would be a good deal. He can cover and tackle decently. JB3 to replace JJ3. We're getting the threes. Catherine, you like JJ3. Now, Catherine, you are a woman of integrity, so I'm not going to say you were one of the fans who were, Catherine, I know you are very tech savvy. So I know you've seen people on Twitter that had their all 22 film, and they circled JJ3 missing a tackle. They circled JJ3 trotting. They circled JJ3 jogging on plays. And those were the same people crying, literally crying when they figured out he was being released. Now, no, that's not you, because you are a woman of integrity. But those are the ones I don't understand right now. You're going to be Googling too, Stephanie. Listen, Google his highlights. He's a very good cover safety. I don't think that is a bad pickup at all if the Browns can get him. I don't think it's a bad pickup at all. Now, you guys know what I always say. Does it matter what I think? No. That was the only time he was dogging it out. I understand the move. What up, 59 Big Walt? 59 Big Walt. First of all, how are you doing? 59 Big Walt. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. Like I said, I'm not happy or sad about the JJ3 move. You know, the only safety you guys know who I was ready to get rid of immediately, you know who it was if you've been in this stream for multiple years. And I was very mean to him. And I think I owe him an apology because I was just mean to him. I was very mean. I might write him an apology. I might write him an apology. I was very mean. I was very mean to him. What up, Gmail? Gmail. But you showed up, and that means a lot. That's okay. You showed up, my guy, and that means a lot. 20, Brandy knows. I was very mean to that guy. Will they pay Bates? Will they wait the Bengals to trade him? Do you think they need a third team to make it work? I'm good. You're good. You know, I don't know the optics. You know, Big Walt. I'm not a capologist. I don't know if it's your first time on the stream. I say this a lot, Big Walt. Hopefully you come back to the stream. I use my chat as the capologist and all those things. I don't know what the Browns are going to do to get him, but I know they're zoned in like a scope, but I'm not a capologist. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they're going to do it to get Jesse Bates the third on the team, but I just know they're zoned in on him like a scope. They got that sniper rifle locked in with no bullets because we do not promote violence here, Big Walt. We don't promote violence. No bullets are in the scope. It's just a scope so they can see a little closer. But I appreciate you coming in. But I am not against this pickup if the Browns can make it work. I have not given up on AB like a lot of Browns fans have. I know he hasn't had anybody go to the Pro Bowl. I know all that stuff. I haven't given up yet. I haven't. Sendejo, I know. I was very rude to him. I may owe him an apology. I try to be nice to everyone. Deservingly. You're mean to everyone, Brandy. But I don't mind it at all if that's who they get. I think he is very, very serviceable. Above serviceable. I'm not going to call him great because great, you have to show it to me on my team before I call you great. What up, Icy Trev? What up? And Big Walt, is this your first time in the stream? Let me know. Let me know if this is your first time on the stream. Let me know. What else was announced yesterday that I was going to talk about? And I'm not excited. I'm not excited. Not excited because I don't get excited about preseason. I don't get excited about preseason. But it's very cool that the Browns will be in the Hall of Fame game against the New York Jets. We'll be live for the Hall of Fame game, whether it's one person watching me, 50 people watching me, 100 people watching me, or if it's just me watching me. We will be watching and reacting and yelling at the Hall of Fame game. Browns versus Jets. Canton, Joe Thomas. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First time commenting. Okay. That still deserves it. Chat knows what's coming next. Chat knows what's coming next. I don't know if Big Walt knows what's coming next, but the chat knows what's coming next. Roman, yes, sir. Tribal Chief, yes, sir. Welcome, Big Walt, to the stream.
Acknowledge me.
One more time.
Acknowledge me.
Appreciate you, Big Walt, for coming through. My mom is never coming to another stream, Brandy. It's not happening. It's not happening. Big Hall of Fame game. Browns need to restructure Garrett and Ward. Don't disrespect Myles Garrett like that. Wait a minute. Brandon, don't you disrespect. They don't need to do anything with Myles Garrett's contract. He has earned every penny of his contract. Every penny. He don't need nothing restructured. Myles Garrett doesn't need, he's earned every penny. He has gone out there and been chokeslammed by multiple linemen. He doesn't need anything restructured. Now, Ward, on the other hand, I got nothing to say about Denzel Ward. He is a Ohio State alumni. I am an Ohio State fan. I'm not going to say anything negative about Denzel Ward. He did not perform the way he should have last season, and I'm going to leave it at that. Okay? That's the only negative thing I can say about Denzel Ward. He had not performed to his capabilities last year. He had a down year last year, and hopefully he can stay on the field this upcoming season and he can prove his worth. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything negative about Denzel Ward, my Buckeye alumni. But don't you disrespect Myles Garrett. He earns every penny of his contract. Every penny. How do they pick the Hall of Fame teams? I wish I knew, Stephanie. Does anybody know how to pick the Hall of Fame teams? Anybody? Let me know in the chat. Do they pick them in a hat? Is it based off Hall of Famers that are inducted from the teams? How do they pick those? Or do they just go, you know what? Close your eyes. You're in, and you're in. Let's go. Did anybody know? Let me know in the chat, because Stephanie, I'm being honest with you. I don't know. I don't know how they pick them. I'm being totally honest. I do not know. I'm just glad we got picked this year. So now that I'm calling the Hall of Fame game, I got a little more incentive to actually want to watch all 4 quarters. A little more incentive. But I don't know. I'm just being honest with you. I'm an honest person to a fault. You know, I tell you the real. I tell you how I feel and what I don't know and what I do know. That's it. Garrett has earned every penny. Change salary to signing bonus would really help the cap. That would help the cap. And I'm glad you do agree and realize he has earned every penny. Like I said, I wasn't going to comment on Denzel Ward only because I am a Buckeye fan. You know, I'm just a Buckeye fan, so I'm just going to leave that be. Yeah. Give him more money up front. I agree. Give him more money up front. Just on signing bonus. Give him more up front. Myles needs to raise for all the dirty shots he took, plus he ate it in getting the new DC. Man, Myles, man, like, I need him to get Defensive Player of the Year. I just need him to, because I just need him to. That's what I need him to get under his belt, is Defensive Player of the Year. I need it, and I need it now. I want it this year. I want Myles to get Defensive Player of the Year this year. I just need it in my life. He's always ranked 1 in the edge rushers by Pro Football Focus. We all know he gets double teamed and triple teamed, but I need Myles to get Defensive Player. I don't even care about sack leader. I don't care about that. That would be nice, but I need him to get Defensive Player of the Year. That's what I need in my life, and I want it this year. I just want him to go crazy on the league. I want him to just tackle everybody's soul. Put them all in his graveyard. That's what I want for Myles this year, is get that Defensive Player of the Year under his belt. I don't even care about the single season sack record. That would be nice too, but let me get a Defensive Player of the Year. Please. Please. You had to throw a Ohio State comment in there. Hope the coaches are sending videos of him getting held to the league every week. I'll do it, B. Sandler. I'll do it. Like, I'll do it. Just tell him to slide me something. Just a little something. I will do it. Just slide me a little something. I'll send it into the league with a little highlight and a posty note. How about us getting a new stadium with a retractable roof? You know what, AAA, I'm glad you brought that up. I didn't have that. I don't have a slide for that, but we'll just go here. You know, a lot of people will say, you know what? But the cold is our advantage. We need cold weather. We need snow. Boo to that. Give me a retractable roof, okay? Our quarterback plays better in good weather. And that was a bar for a reason. Retractable roof, get me in it. I don't want to play in no snow. Screw that. But that's just me. Everybody's talking about, but the cold is to our advantage. Did you see what happened against the Saints? Was it really to our advantage? No. The game has changed. Get me a retractable roof. Get me a retractable roof. Close it up. That's me though. But I know it's not with the it's not the tradition. It's not, we got to learn how to play in the cold so it can give us no. No. Watson won't be here forever. So if you get no. But that's me. Am I right? You could say I'm wrong, but I want a retractable roof. Our quarterback plays better in good weather. How you like that? I know a lot of people are going to yell at me. Single season sack record would about guarantee it. Can Watson play in the cold? Sure, he can play in the cold. Can he play effectively in the cold? That's a better question. I don't think he had a bad game against the Saints. It wasn't the best game in the world. Now, the elements with the wind, that didn't help. There's a difference between cold and then cold and windy. There's a difference. The two teams that play Pro Football Hall of Fame are selected by league in advance of the preseason schedule, usually announced around the time of the new Hall of Fame members. So I think Joe Thomas had something to do with it. What do you guys think? I think Joe Thomas had something to do with the Browns getting the Hall of Fame game. The dumb argument's been going on forever. Listen, I don't think they'll change it. That's just my opinion. I don't think they'll change it. Stop it, Brandy. 6 games. You know what, though? I want everybody to keep them receipts. I'm keeping all the receipts of all the Watson, yada, 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 from last year. I'm keeping them, and I'm writing them down. That's how everybody can get their jokes in now about Watson. Oh, he didn't play good. All right. I'm telling y'all. Wait. Just wait. I can't wait. Like, who was it? Bart Scott? Can't wait. I can't. You know what? That's my new. I gotta get that that sound effect. I can't wait. I'm getting that sound effect. So when somebody comes in here that I don't even know, who was that one dude that came in here with the one? What was his name? He was the Baltimore fan. I can't wait. I got 5 on that. Scooby-Doo. My guy Will, what up? With our luck, we get a fireplace. Why do I continue to read your comments, man? Like, he just comes in with grenades. What? With our luck, we get a fireplace next to the field and the chimney. No new stadium, no roof, nada. What? Write it down, take a picture. I got you, Brandy. I can't write down all your comments. Your receipts will be this long. Like, I have to go this long with your receipts. I got you, though. I got you, Brandy. Don't worry about it. I'll remember it all. My guy, Will, what up, man? Appreciate you for coming through. Appreciate you. But for those who came in late, the Gmails in the crew, we talked about Watson's contract could be restructured. I don't know if it will or not, but it's always something to talk about when Andrew Berry, AB himself, brings it up. This wasn't a rumor. This wasn't somebody from Twitter with a blue check mark who just said, I got a question for you guys. What do you think? No, this was Andrew Berry. So when he says it, when AB says it, it's something to think about. Will it get reconstructed? He brought it up. So it's something to think about. We'll stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We will stay tuned. He did have a lot of rust last year. And, I wish some people would just, nobody listens to me in these streams, and it's okay. I tried to warn people, but they didn't listen. They were like 6-0. We're going undefeated. That's all to it. Some people listen to me, but most don't. And then when it didn't happen, he was the worst player in NFL history. John Johnson III will be gone. He will be gone very, very soon. Some people are so sad. I mean, I don't understand it. I got to start, like Brandy said, I got to take a picture of it. I got to write it down because there was a lot of people that had a lot of fire for this man during the season. We're doing a recap of the show for Gmail. A lot of fire for this guy. They had their all 22 film, you know, the subscription they have. They had their highlighters and their clickers, and they showed this man not running on plays, missing tackles, not showing effort. And now he's being released, and it's World War 62 for some Browns fans, and I don't understand it. I'm not saying I'm happy he's gone. I'm not saying I'm sad he's gone, but it is what it is, and I want to see what the Browns do once he is gone. And the next slide is going to tell you what their thoughts are once I click it. Jesse Bates may be the person coming through. Jesse Bates the third. What is up with the threes? JJ3, JB3. Catherine's heartbroken. She loved JJ3. Brandy says she doesn't listen to me. Maybe DW was a certain player outside the cap. A certain player like DeAndre Hopkins. Maybe Stephanie. It was a badly structured deal. Maybe JB3. Maybe JJ3's replacement. JJ3's replacement. It could happen. We don't know. It may happen. We'll have to stay tuned. But that's who the Browns are looking at. This is your Corey on Sports replay. Live replay. If you did not make the beginning of the stream, this is the rundown of what we talked about. So this is what may happen with JJ3. This could be the replacement. The Bengals own Jesse Bates III. JJ3 could be a message to the rest of the team to perform. What up, Bill Tony, my guy, member extraordinaire. Nod TE in the draft and a DT. What's that got to do with replacing JJ3? What's that got to do with that? They can still do that. They can still do that. Unless I missed something. Did I miss something else? Maybe she was replying to somebody. I don't know. I just seen her comment and read it. I could be missing. And last but not least, we talked about the Browns versus the Jets in the Hall of Fame game. Will be live Hall of Fame game. Joe Thomas will be inducted to the Hall of Fame. The Browns will take on the Jets. The last time we played the Jets, we had the biggest meltdown that I can remember since Matt Ryan. Can you remember Matt Ryan? Do you remember Matt Ryan's meltdown? That's all I got to say. What a meltdown. Now, it wasn't the Super Bowl, so his is bigger. But I'm just saying. I thought we had the game won and then history in the making. Browns, Jets, Hall of Fame game, preseason. We'll be there. That means we get an extra preseason game. So I guess that's good news. If you're a football lover and you love the Cleveland Browns, we have an extra preseason game. And we talked about a retractable dome. I said, get it, do it. Will said we'll get a fireplace. But no dome. Oh, boy. You got to love it. You got to love it. We'll get everything but a dome. My guy will. So help me if all this does not result in a free agent DT signing, I will be forced to write a sternly worded letter. You write that letter, Brandy. How many games will the Browns win next season? I don't know, Brian. I don't know yet. Brian, you got to at least give me to the beginning of the season. I don't know how many free agents we're going to get. I don't know who we're going to draft. I don't know any of that. You got to give me to the beginning of the season to make my prediction because you're going to hold me to it. If I go 11-6, and then we go 10-7, you're going to say, on March 1st, you were wrong. You suck. So you got to give me until we get free agents, draft, see what we're looking at. Let me get some time to make a prediction. Brandy says 8. You can't change your mind now. You said 8, Brandy. 8. Brandy says 8 on March 1st. That's all you get. You don't get to change your mind. You don't get any other picks. 8, March 1st. 8 wins, Brandy. That's all you get. You don't get a chance to change your mind. So once you pick on March 1st, that's it. That is all. I don't care about health or anything. Oh, man. Don't you just love it? Don't you just love how I do things around here? Don't you just love how I do things around here? I am terrible. I am terrible. That pen didn't even write down anyways. And that pen didn't write. The pen didn't write. I had to change pens just to write down 8. I am terrible. I am terrible. 8, 10, there goes Django. 0, 8, 11. Let's start from the bottom and work our way up. 8 and 9, 11, 8 and 9. So 2, 8 and 9. You guys were very optimistic. 2, 8 and 9s, huh? Okay. 8, 9, 8, 9. All right. We got 2, 8 and 9s. Oh, I wrote it down. You got that right. You said write it down, Brandy. I am writing it down. Oh, man. Gotta love it, ladies and gentlemen. Got to love it. Well, that's going to be it for me. Hopefully nothing else comes out. Two breaking news. I did see. Well, hold on. I seen it. What? Somebody asked me something I didn't see. Are we confident in our new coaches? I am very confident. Scott, I'm very confident. Yes, I am very confident. And I will say this. Look, I am nervous for Kevin Stefanski. I will say that. I am very, very nervous for Kevin Stefanski. Because, listen, man, the first incomplete pass of the season, everybody's going to want this dude fired. I'll tell you that right now. Because they got a coaching staff behind this dude. That's all I'm saying. I'm nervous for him. But yes, I'm very confident. I did see that question, so I had to go ahead and answer it before I got out of here. What up, Cleveland Turner family, TTF from the west side of the west. I heard that we are trading a second and third round pick from D. Who'd you hear from, Cleveland? Is it a real source or is it somebody on Twitter just making up stuff? Before I'm out of here, who'd you hear it from? It better be somebody. Don't tell me you seen somebody on Twitter say it. Was it Rappaport? Was it Schefter? Was it somebody on Cleveland.com? Was it a real source, Cleveland? Or was it somebody that went, I heard. Who was it, Cleveland? Was it somebody we can trust? Or was it somebody like me that just said, you know what I heard? I heard. Who was it? Oh, wait. Cause I want to know if it was somebody good, though. I want to know if it was somebody real. Because I've been seeing stuff all the time that never comes to fruition. Browns will be above 500 and beat the Steelers the winning season. When news break, we fix it. Thank you. Yep. I am not nervous. His pink slip will say wide, wide on it. 5 wide. YouTube, and I'm not on Twitter, and you see it on YouTube. All right. Well, I'm not as confident now, Cleveland. I'm not as confident. Cleveland, I'll say 50% on it because you know what I'm saying? I was hoping you said like Rappaport or like Cleveland.com. Now I'm a little shaky. So Cleveland, we'll keep an eye on it, man. Let's keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on D-Hop together. Let's keep an eye on D-Hop together. What do I think about AVP being the new QB coach? I think it's fine. I think it's cool, man. Listen, he's done it before. He'll do it again. He was a QB coach in 2020. There was no problems then. Last time we went to the playoffs, he was a QB coach. So I say I'm good. I'm good with it. Last time we went to the playoffs, he was QB coach. Works for me. Hey, Cleveland, don't get on Twitter either. I just closed you say you're not on Twitter. Smart man. Very smart man. Twitter gives me nightmares. But that's it. Hopefully I got to all your questions. What? I can't talk. Appreciate y'all all coming out. Keep your notifications on. You never know what's going to happen. You never know when I pop up. But appreciate you. Until next time, you know the rest. But if you don't know the rest, I'll see ya when I see ya. Peace.